I am here to make another video, and this video will be a continuation from my last video on how I decide whether I'm going to call Uber service support when I'm on a trip or whether I'm going to cancel that trip. This is going to just explain my thinking, because I am all about driver satisfaction now. And when I say that, I just mean my driver satisfaction of driving for Uber. You have to look out for yourself, and you have to know your priorities. And right now, my priority is making money, and I think that's the point and the priority of most drivers. So that's why I'm sharing this all. So we will have issues on our delivery trips. I call them like speed bumps or hiccups, depending on how big and how much they hurt. Yeah, the biggest thing to do is for me, okay, so whenever I'm working, my focus is to keep moving. You're not making money if you're sitting still. So if you're at a restaurant for too long, you're not making money. If you're sitting around and you're not on a trip, you're not making money. If you're getting, sitting around in circles at a restaurant, you're not making money. There's a lot of issues that could possibly happen. And if I listed those, which I have made other videos for, those videos are quite long. So I'm going to try to keep this lower. And I'm just going to assume that you know what those issues are. I've shared enough about that. So if you're new and you don't know how to handle something that presents itself, it could be anything. Anything. If you're on a trip and you have an issue, meaning the restaurant keeps saying 5 minutes, but you've been there for 10, and you ask them how much longer, and they say 5 minutes. I don't think they understand what 5 minutes is, but that issue, it's a call. A lot of people who are new, I think that they have more tolerance or more patience. I don't like being lied to. That's my issue with it, really. I probably wouldn't have stuck around if you told me 15-minute wait. I would have bounced immediately. But I really think lying to people is, it's so disrespectful, especially when a person's not getting paid to wait. So restaurants don't know what's going on with that. It's like they don't know how we get paid, apparently, and they don't know our responsibilities. So you have to just handle that yourself. If you could call Uber service for that. So, or any other issue, you could call them. The order has been picked up. You could call them because the app's not working. These are just some examples. I know I don't want to go into too many issues. I've already so long, right? So call Uber service. Once you've been doing this for a while, and once you've been calling Uber service for all of these little issues and all the big issues, and you figure out kind of how Uber stands and how Uber fixes things, they might even tell you what to do. I didn't ever call on those issues just because I don't know, I have something called common sense. But some people, I'm not hating, but some people do need a little bit more guidance, or they also go into this thinking that this is a job where there's specific how-tos and basically SOPs of how to do this. So it's not a very complicated job, but therefore if you run into anything that complicates this job, you should just call Uber. Once you do that, you're going to understand kind of the risk of just canceling. Okay? My biggest thing before I cancel is I ask myself, is this going to affect another driver in a negative way? If it's going to affect another driver in a negative way, because I've come here and I've waited 15, 20 minutes, and I'm just going to cancel, which I do that. And I ask myself, is this going to hurt another driver? Well, probably not. Probably not. Food's not ready. It's still getting cooked. By the time my hope is that the next driver shows up and they only have to wait 3 minutes because I waited 20 minutes. So I do understand the algorithm, and I do understand like possibly like a late order, but I haven't ever had a late order. And I do know other drivers are a little bit more like harsher. Well, they've been harsher until now for me, right? And so I feel like if that was a really big problem, that we would have been, I would have gotten a late delivery, complaint or something like that, which I have gotten, but not for this. Yeah. So you got to figure out what's there for you. And I hope that this was really quick, kind of to the point. So that's kind of like what I want to be doing. And I hope that this has helped, and I hope that it has kind of like explained a few things. And if you have any questions, or you feel like I didn't explain something, let me know. But I really hope that this has helped somebody and it's not too long.